This is the biggest disaster in Gervonta Davis's career. Just when it seemed boxing couldn't get any wilder, Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the sport's most feared knockout artists, has been arrested in connection with a fight-fixing scandal linked to his controversial bout with Lamont Roach. That's right, the same fight that had the entire boxing world crying foul has now led to legal trouble for Tank. Fans were already outraged by the decision, but now there are serious claims that the fight was rigged. And to make matters worse, reports suggest there's a money trail that traces directly back to Tank.
He didn't get hit with a punch. He didn't turn his back like he wanted to quit. It's just like when you get a thumb in the eye, it's a pop.
He did turn his eye. He did turn his back.
But he didn't turn his back like he was going to quit. Like you've seen some guys turning. He obviously mentioned that he had something in his eye, and it wasn't from a punch. It was time in between the shots. I think that by the time he wanted that, or he took a knee. But I think in the rules it states that you're allowed to do that. If you go back and you read some of the rules, I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but I think it was upheld in New York that it was okay for him to do that. I think part of the rules state that it was okay. As a coach on the other side, I would have.
Yeah. Of course, right? Of course.
I would have thrown a fit.
But it doesn't end there. Just when things couldn't get any worse for Gervonta Tank Davis, the very man who once guided his career, Floyd Mayweather, has completely turned his back on him. Floyd has finally spoken out about the scandal, and this time, he's not defending Tank. In fact, he's making it clear that this could be the downfall of Gervonta Davis. So, what really happened? Did Tank throw the fight? Was there dirty money involved? And what exactly did Floyd say that has fans convinced Tank's career is over for good? Let's break it all down. The latest reports are absolutely shocking. Sources claim Gervonta Davis is being investigated for his alleged role in a fight-fixing scandal that could send shockwaves through the boxing world.
No, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me regardless. I told him to leave his mom's and, the people home, and he still brung them. It's crazy, man. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, man. But, it's all love. He been talking a little too much, too. I've been peeping, so, it's close, so we'll see Saturday night.
I mean, he said he feels like you've been talking a little bit too much. What do you take away from that? And do you feel that you have been talking a little too much, or is it just more of a confidence that, I know what I can do?
Yeah, what I'm supposed to say when they ask me questions. What I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he going do, normally 9 times out of 10, the questions start with, oh, Tank's a knockout power puncher, blase, blase. What are you going to do? Yeah, what? Yeah. I'm going to say what I got to say. I know what I can do. That's what I'm supposed to.
You bring your mother?
She right there. You ain't hear her ask, why the fuck was you leave me?
What?
I mean, that's just out of her mouth, straight up.
What? Why do you bring her?
What you mean why I bring her? She love to see me whoop ass. See? I bet. Yeah, what you ain't too shy saying what you gonna do, right?
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah.
Why?
Mom Dukes right there.
It's alright.
So, what exactly is Tank being accused of? It all started when investigators noticed unusual betting activity surrounding some of his recent fights, sudden shifts in odds, insiders making huge bets, and results that didn't seem to add up. But the fight that really raised eyebrows? His latest matchup against Lamont Roach. Before Gervonta Davis stepped into the ring with Roach, most people saw it as an easy win. Let's be honest, Tank is known for knocking opponents out cold, and hardly anyone believed Roach stood a chance. The odds were heavily against him, and commentators were already speculating about Tank's next fight before this one even began. But Roach came in with a different plan. From the opening bell, he was aggressive, outworking Tank and landing the cleaner shots. This was not the fight people expected. Tank was supposed to dominate, yet he looked uncomfortable and out of rhythm. And the stats prove it. According to CompuBox, Roach threw more punches and connected with more clean shots than Tank over 12 rounds. He wasn't just holding his own, he was taking the fight to one of the most feared punchers in the sport. As the rounds went on, the momentum completely shifted. Tank was still dangerous, but he was getting outboxed, and the frustration was written all over his face.
Really in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to.
When Gervonta Davis took a knee, yes, you heard that right, Tank, the knockout king, willingly dropped to one knee in the middle of the fight. In boxing, that usually means a fighter is hurt, needs a break, or is on the verge of giving up. But when Tank did it, something strange happened. The referee didn't even start a count. He just let it slide.
I got the He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Show these niggas Tank. Show these niggas Tank. Every time a daddy's up here, Tank.
So, what was Tank's excuse after the fight? He claimed that grease from his hair got into his eye, and he had to wipe it off. But let's be real, if it were any other fighter, the referee would have immediately started a count. In boxing, if a fighter willingly takes a knee, it's ruled a knockdown. No debate, no exceptions, that's just the rule.
I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
Yet, for some reason, referee Steve Willis just let Tank get back up and continue the fight as if nothing had happened. No count, no warning, just a free pass.
Told y'all in every single interview, this whole press run, when the fight got announced, I put belt to ass. And you can see that's what I do.
Lamont, you threw more punches and you landed more punches than Tank. How were you able to do this tonight?
What I just tell you, I'm him. I'm telling you that. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, man. And it showed tonight. He probably wasn't welling when he said the grease got in his eye, but if you voluntarily take a knee and the rest start counting, it should be a knockdown. If that's a knockdown, I win the fight. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not banking on that knockdown to win. I just thought I pulled it out.
What happens next?
Shit, I hope we can run it back. I want to run it back for sure. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. And, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for loving me. Thanks for hating me. I'll be right back on this same very stage again, like I belong.
Congratulations, Lamont. A breakthrough performance. Really putting your name out there.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to ringside and more Ronaldo.
Everyone saw it. The commentators, the fans, even Tank's own corner knew exactly what had just happened. The crowd erupted, people were shouting at their TVs, and social media went into a complete meltdown. How do you just ignore something like that? And just when it couldn't get any more suspicious, Tank's trainer, Calvin Ford, stormed into the ring in the middle of the round. That should have been an automatic disqualification. No coach is ever allowed to step into the ring while a fight is still going. But what did the referee do? Nothing. No warning, no point deduction, no disqualification. He just let it slide. At this point, fans weren't just questioning the officiating, they were calling it straight-up corruption. Boxing has seen its fair share of controversies, but this? This isn't just about bad judging or shady commissions. This is about a world champion allegedly throwing fights on purpose.
It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Tank, how much does it hurt to have the draw on your record now? And do you think it's going to stand as some sort of like renewed motivation for you, like the guys were saying, as you proceed through these next couple fights?
Yeah, it just put, food to the fire and things like that, fuel to the fire. But it's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me, too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Definitely did more.
You already knew Floyd Mayweather wasn't going to stay quiet about this. We all know his history with Tank. It's complicated. Floyd was the one who discovered him, gave him the spotlight, and set him up to become a superstar. Without Floyd, Tank might not have reached the level he's at today. But things between them started falling apart when Tank left Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah. What that? What's the name of it? I'm not sure you got your people. Y'all all stepping, huh? Bring it, man. Nigga, where Derek at? I don't know. He don't like Frank. What that mean? I don't like Floyd, motherfucker. No, you don't. EJ do the trash talk, make you miss.
But this time, Floyd's going for the kill. In a recent interview, he was asked about Tank's arrest, and instead of defending his former protege, he completely buried him. Boxing is a business, but when you start messing with the integrity of the sport, it's over, Floyd said. People trusted him, fans believed in him, and now he's finished. The man who built his empire on being undefeated and keeping the sport clean just made it clear. He thinks Tank's career is done. When I say certain things, they say.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
And let's be real, when Floyd speaks, people listen. But the real question is he just talking, or does he know something we don't? Because in another interview, he hinted that he saw this coming. I've been in this sport my whole life. I know when something isn't right. Trust me, I saw it coming, Floyd said. And now, Lamont Roach and his team are refusing to back down. After witnessing what many are calling one of the biggest robberies in boxing history, they've made one thing clear: they're taking this fight to court. Roach's lawyer, Greg Smith, has already sent a legal letter to the New York State Athletic Commission, demanding that the fight result be overturned. In the letter, Smith made it clear Roach was the rightful winner, and the way Nysak handled the situation was completely unacceptable. And can you blame them? Roach didn't just survive against Gervonta Davis, He beat him. He landed more punches, outworked Tank, and had him on the ropes multiple times. That 9th round knee should have sealed the deal, but instead, corruption, incompetence, or both allowed Davis to walk away with his undefeated record intact. Now, Roach and his team are suing Nysak for what they're calling a blatant robbery, and they're ready to take this fight as far as it needs to go to get justice.
He gonna come guns blazing, and that's really when it's gonna be.
Listen to this. Nysak has already admitted to making multiple mistakes. They confirmed that their instant replay system malfunctioned and couldn't be used properly. On top of that, the referee failed to call a clear knockdown, and Calvin Ford should have never been allowed to interfere mid-fight. But even after admitting all of this, they're still letting the draw stand. So, what does this mean for Tank? Let's just say things are looking bad. With his recent arrest for fight-fixing allegations and Nysak's mistakes now in the spotlight, there's a real chance he could be suspended from boxing. And if investigators find any evidence that the fight was rigged, he could lose his boxing license entirely. That would be one of the biggest falls from grace the sport has seen in years. Gervonta Davis may have kept his undefeated record, but his reputation is hanging by a thread. Lamont Roach proved he was the better fighter that night, pushing Tank to his absolute limit. And if Nysak had handled things correctly, Tank would have officially taken his first loss, no question. Now, the real question is this the end of Gervonta Davis? Will the lawsuit, the controversy, and his arrest ruin his career? Or will he somehow survive this and come back stronger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Tank finished? Did Roach get robbed? And most importantly, should this fight have been ruled a DQ loss for Davis? That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. See you in the next one.